Today I will show you the attachment and relation of the mandible. The oblique line on the lateral side of the body gives origin to the buccinator. Now see here, this is the buccinator. In front of this origin, the depressor levi inferioris and the depressor anguloris arise from the oblique line below the mental foramen, just below this is the mental foramen. So the below the mental foramen, this is known as the depressor levi inferioris and the depressor anguloris. Okay, now come to the incisive fossa, near the incisive fossa. Now see here, this is the incisive fossa. So the incisive fossa gives origin to the mentalis and the mental slip of the orbicularis oris. This is the mental slip of the orbicularis oris. Okay, now the mylohyoid. Now come to the mylohyoid line. This is the mylohyoid line. So the mylohyoid line gives origin to the mylohyoid muscle. This is the mylohyoid muscle, and the superior constrictor muscle of the pharynx arises from an area above the posterior end of the mylohyoid line. This is the superior constrictor muscles of the pharynx arise from an area above the posterior end of the mylohyoid line. The pterygomandibular raphe is attached immediately behind the third molar tooth. This is the third molar tooth socket. So the pterygomandibular raphe is attached immediately behind the third molar tooth in continuation of the origin of superior constrictor muscle. So this is the superior constrictor muscles. Now come to the genial tubercle. So this is the upper genial tubercle and this is the lower genial tubercle. So the upper genial tubercle gives origin to the genioglossus muscle and the lower genial tubercle to geniohyoid muscle. The anterior belly of digastric muscle. So this is the digastric fossa. So anterior belly of digastric muscle arises from the digastric fossa. Now see here, this is the digastric fossa and this is the red color is digastric muscle. So deep cervical fascia of investing layer is attached to the whole length of the lower border. So investing layer of deep cervical fascia attached to the whole length of the lower border. Now see here, this is the investing layer of deep cervical fascia, and just lateral to it there is a platysma. So the platysma is inserted into the lower border of the body of mandible. The whole surface of the ramus except the posterior superior part of the provide insertion of the masseter muscle. This is known as masseter muscle. The posterior superior part of the lateral surface of covering the parotid gland. यहाँ पे आपको parotid gland मिलेगी. Okay, this is the masseter muscle and this is the area for the parotid gland. The sphenomandibular ligament attached to the lingula. Now see here, this is the lingula. So the sphenomandibular gland is attached to the lingula and the medial pterygoid muscles. Now see here, this is the medial pterygoid muscle is inserted on the medial surface of the ramus. Okay, the medial surface of the ramus, and the temporalis is inserted into the apex of the coronoids process and its medial surface. This is known as temporalis muscle. The lateral pterygoid muscle is inserted into the pterygoid fovea. Now see here, this is the pterygoid fovea, and pterygoid fovea, on the pterygoid fovea the pterygoid muscles is inserted. Lateral pterygoid muscles is inserted here. The lateral surface of neck provide attachment of the lateral ligament. यहाँ पे दिख रहा है आपको, is the lateral ligament of the temporomandibular joint. Okay, so these are the attachment of the muscles on the mandible. Thank you.